Yeah. Paige Dunn-Sinclair, I'm second year animation student.
I'm James Garrett and I'm a CST full-time here at Oxford.
My name is Aidan Barnes. I am on the audio programme and I'm a first year.
My name is Chris Manolas and my job title is lecturer in audio production at SAE.
I'm Danny. I am a campus support technician here at SAE.
My name is Ben Journely and I'm a campus support technician.
My name is Sam Krzyzewski. I am a second year film student at SAE Institute.
My name is Dr. John Jang and I am the Student Experience Officer at SAE Institute Oxford.
History of the building. Not a great deal, really. I know that it was it an asylum?
It used to be a mental health institution and that it had like quite a long history as such.
It was formerly known as the Oxford County Pauper Lunatic Asylum. So after it closed down, I know that I think some of the buildings were sold off and renovated into flats. And I think a Japanese company took over afterwards, and then SAE came into place.
So this place looks and still, some of the corridors still feel like an old-fashioned mental hospital.
The longer I've been here, I can kind of see resemblance of that, with like the black stairs and the fact that it's got a dungeon and and all these weird kind of random spaces and stuff. Yeah, it definitely kind of is a bit resemblant of a mental institute, I guess.
So we're quite lucky in that we are a little bit detached from a lot of Oxford, which means you can make a lot of noise late at night. We can be in at 10 still really being really loud on a drum kit.
So I did my degree in game art and animation, and Oxford's a cultural hub for that. I mean, you look at Rebellion, that's just opened their studios just down the road, so it's been awesome that they've done that.
It's really hands-on place and you have like very good facilities around, so you can get to do music and audio in proper studio environment.
Like what we're in right now is a really amazing studio that I just don't think I've seen in any other educational place, and so yeah, it's just fabulous. Really great facilities and great staff.
It's one of the only institutes in the UK, I believe, that teaches and has Steadicam. That was a massive thing for me because now I'm just leaving my employment here to go work full-time as a Steadicam operator.
The thing that drew me in here was just the on-set experience, really, and I've got that. Not necessarily from kind of like lecturers and workshops. They certainly do come into it, but more from like working with the students in the year above me and also running my own shoots and also doing other freelance crews as well, just kind of like interacting with the community, really. That's sort of how I've learned, really. But yeah, I think best thing, the community.
I think it's because the uni's smaller and the classes are smaller than what you'd usually get, so it's kind of like you get to know people a lot more and you get more one-on-one time with the lecturer. We've all kind of gotten closer to each other than what I'd feel would be in a bigger uni.
We're more of a family. There's less staff here. And there aren't as many students, but we all know each other and we take care of each other. And I think with the students as well, there's a level of informality. And with informality, you get more honesty, more transparency, more detailed feedback as well, which is great. And I feel that both staff and students benefit from that.
It's quite sad when they said they weren't going to keep the place open. Mainly because it's such a lovely building to have. I've been to all of the other campuses across the UK, and this is definitely the best looking one, the best feeling one.
I found out in my second year, and at the time I didn't really have an opinion on it. I was just like, okay, it kind of sucks because it's a really nice place and it's such a nice space. And then I got the job here, and it was always just in the back of my mind, so I was just like, okay.
I remember actually, I was actually in this exact room when someone told me it, and it caught me completely off guard, really, and I was pretty sad because at that point I sort of felt quite attached to the place.
I was sad to think that the uni that's like I went to was going to close, and I felt bad for the first years because they wouldn't get to be like official second years.
To hear that we're not having people in September was a bit of a downer. The more people there are, the more collaboration, and the more you know, the better, really.
I was really upset. It's one of the best things, especially working here, is seeing you guys come in and just improve so much. Seeing you guys go through that process is absolutely amazing, so I was really upset I wasn't going to be able to see that happen anymore here. And for me personally, I studied here, so it was a real shame that the place where I got my degree was closing down.
Because I liked working here, and I liked the students and the environment and everything, I just decided that the better arrangement for me at the moment was to have 2 part-time jobs and keep myself in SAE even if it was to be closing for however long I could.
When I heard that the site was going to close, obviously the first thing you think about is job security. But you also think, I also thought about, what about the students? Are we going to close in time? Will it affect the students? Are we going to take one more intake? There were all these questions which were very gradually answered for us. Another part of the challenge is actually just ensuring that we remained positive for the students, and that campus closure was not going to affect them at all. So it shouldn't affect us either. But for the most part, I think we did a really good job. We all pulled together, and despite the news of campus closing, we did a great job, and now it's not closing.
and then we were told that we're staying open, and I was just like, great, it's awesome. Let's keep moving forward. It was really awesome.
I was really surprised because we were told it was going to close for a really long time, and then we get an email oh, it's not going to close. So we were like, really? Oh, that's wicked. And yeah, we were really happy because it just meant that this place was going to stay open. And that was really good.
The thought of this place closing down, with how much work they've put in, the staff and the students, the amount of brilliant knowledge that's around this place, to shut it down would just be awful, I think. I'm very happy that it is staying open. It's really good.
To hear that, it's staying open again, really gratifying, and I think it's quite self-verifying that, we're even though the reason why it was closing was financial, but the fact that we're still staying open anyway, I think is a sign of our quality.
It's absolutely brilliant. It's all of that just came back. And we've stayed really positive throughout the whole thing. Even so, it's just been lifted that much higher. There's a real buzz now that we're staying open, and it just feels great. I don't really want it to stop.
When they said they were going to keep the place open, I was quite happy. Now knowing that this is going to be somewhere that's going to be open for the next generation of filmmakers is brilliant.
I'm excited for the place, and I hope it's going to be doing well in the future, so it will stay open and it will be successful.
The fact that we are remaining open is really testament to the students' hard work, the staff's hard work, and it's just been, that's a rewarding feeling. Actually seeing the applicants coming in and talking to me saying, we're really glad SAE Oxford's remaining open, so this is great, so that's rewarding too.
Yeah, it's been really positive. I really enjoyed it. Had a really good first year, especially with learning just a lot more about audio and the stuff I want to work in. I've had really good tutors. Mike's been great, and so has Danny. The CSTs have been fabulous. Yeah, it's been a really positive experience.
I've really enjoyed my time studying here. I met a lot of people which I continue to work with when I'm doing all of my short film projects and so forth.
For someone that's into recording and music, it's such a great experience.
When I first came here, I was a bit wary because I was moving away from home, and uni was a whole different experience. But I've really enjoyed my time here, and yeah, it was definitely worthwhile.
It's been a positive journey for sure. Again, I've met some great people who I've collaborated with, and hopefully will continue to collaborate with for years to come. It's been hard. It gets harder and harder, so reaching a bit of a peak at the moment, but it's been, as I said, a positive experience. I'm not going to forget it.
It's been a very positive experience for me, mainly because I come from an academic background, but here I had the chance of working more hands-on on creative projects rather than focusing on the academic stuff I was used to. So it was a very creative 2.5 years for me.
It's been great to teach and to say, hey, look, you're doing the exact same thing that I've done, so don't do that, do something different. And it's just been great to kind of help guide them out of those mistakes and stuff, and help learn them new techniques.
So working at SAE Institute has been exceptionally challenging, though the best part of the job is always working with the students. When a student gets their degree, I want them to be happier, more productive, and more skilled individuals. So it's not just the technical skills that they learn here, it's the life skills that they take with it. That's really what I want, so that when they leave here, they're just happier people.